How you liking the age of Aquarius so far? February 2025. 2025. It seemed like 2000 was just yesterday. Where are we at now? Is everything going wrong? Everything going dark? Or do you see the light? How do you move to the world you want? How do you stop focusing on things that you hate and things that you don't like and people you disapprove of? That's key right now. Your authenticity is key. Every time you're your true self, you draw to you what is authentically you and a life you prefer. You repel from you what is authentically not you. That's what it's all about now. We have moved further into New Earth. The veil is thin. You can create the reality you want. However, there's a catch, right? There's always a catch. So, what's the catch there, Rev? Well, the catch is you gotta let your baggage go. How do you let your baggage go? Every trigger, every trauma, you go, well, what must I believe in order to feel this way? Okay, you clear the belief, identify the belief. Maybe it's not yours, maybe it was your uncle's or in your bloodline, or, you go, oh, that's what I believe. It clears. It's really magical. And when the new trigger comes up, you keep doing it. Layer after layer after layer. What is my true self? And sometimes your true self, people leave your life. Sometimes you lose everything. Sometimes you gain everything. Sometimes you realize there's no such thing as everything. And that the everything that's really coveted is your own peace of mind. You can shift to a reality no matter what disease you have. You can shift to a reality where you don't. No matter what level of this game board you're in, from the, nothing to the all to the whatever, you can shift to that reality. I've talked about this in other videos, but when I was in my 20s, Spirit told me that the definition of success for me would be to die while I was alive. I'm like, that's basically right. Have your businesses, have your family, have your money, have all your stuff, then lose it all. Lose all connection, all people. Lose everything you thought to be the real world at all. Even like electricity, houses, roof, clothes, everything. After having it, losing it. Down to your very breath. And no food and no money. Yeah, I succeeded. And then I come back up out of it. And in that, I learned, big time, what is valuable in this world. And it's nothing to do with the governments of man, the universities of man, the fake doctors that don't cure anything. It's nothing to do with the matrix. However, the game that's in the matrix, to integrate into that and have what we want with it as the feedback, is kind of key. You can't live completely separate than the things that you don't want to be a part of. I know it sounds weird, but with that, it's about, in order to create what you want, it's this magic logarithm. It really is. Like, like your TikTok feed or your X feed or whatever, Facebook, what you're interested in, they feed you more of. What you pay attention to, you get more of. And that's how the universe works. That's how quantum reality works. You focus on, say you got $50,000 in debt. You just sit there crying about it every day. But what if you just got $100 in money? Why can't you be excited about that? If you focus on poverty and lack and suffering, you get more of that. If you focus on the things in your life that you don't want to be there because you're worried about them being there, that's how the logarithm works. You'll get more of it. I mean, you notice it, the weirdest thing, right? Sometimes on TikTok, I'll watch something that I don't want nothing to do with, but it's a curiosity. Some people might call it a morbid curiosity, whatever. I don't know if it's an accident or there'll be just some little something that I'm not interested in, but I'll stop for a little bit. And then I get more fed to me on that, and I'm like, oh, no, not the algorithm. And then you'll say things, right? Sometimes I'll even think things, and that's when it's really stunning to me. Think about a trip, think about a certain type of something, and it'll be fed to me on Facebook or, wherever. And Spirit sends you stuff that way too. But it's your energy, it's your field, it's a frequency. I talk about things in Messenger, and then I get ads for it. I talk about things to my friends, I get ads for it. I talk about things alone in my room. I think about things, I get ads for it. People are like, it's creepy, they're always watching us. But we're always watching us. We're creating our reality. We're getting feedback from everything that we put out. And that's how reality works. And when you say, I see myself as, right, and you just throw out there what it is, you don't need to know how you get there, you just know. And then stay in your highest frequency. And it doesn't matter, like, enjoy the things on your wall, enjoy your books, whatever it is that you enjoy, staying in the frequency of joy. It doesn't need to be anything big or small, because nothing matters. And when nothing matters, everything matters. Meaning, there's no wrong way to live your life. You came here for certain missions, but you can be miserable or not be miserable. And the veil is so thin now, and here we are, 2025, Age of Aquarius, right? We can really create our reality quicker, and it's kind of scary. The feedback, boom, boom. And also the feedback of where we're not being authentic. So I'm going to bring in the preacher. And I woke up this morning with a sermon kind of coming through, and it was about authenticity. It's kind of went in my mind already. And if you've seen my videos on that personality, I feel like I'm channeling this entity, spirit, whatever. It's part of my personality, but at the same time, the energy that moves through me when I bring him in is so beautiful and invigorating for hours. And when I watch these videos later, it inspires me, and Spirit brings a message for me of what I'm doing in my life. And if other people find it valuable, then that's beautiful. If no one watches my video, that's beautiful too. But my intentions are pure, and the vibration that goes out into the universe, it goes as far as it can go. Okay, so here we go. I believe in the power of the living God. I believe in the power of the living God! What is it that you're doing that is out of alignment with your truth? Why are you sitting there and suffering in someone else's truth? Why are you still trying to be this and that for the governments of man and society, all this stuff? You say you rebuke? You say you rebuke it, Rev, but you don't. No, now you're talking to me. Okay. You say that you believe all of these things, but either you believe in the holographic reality that you're creating and projecting, or you believe that you're a victim to their reality, mankind. Electric bills, rent, the taxes, the oppression of mankind that's an illusion. Either you believe you can create your reality or you don't. Either you believe you're a victim, or you take the power to say, I created that, no matter what it is. No matter if it feels good, bad, everything in between, because there really is no good or no bad, I created that. When you take the power that I created that, then if you don't prefer it, you can create something else. When you take the stance that I'm the victim of that, this happened to me, there's nothing I can do, my childhood or my parents and my suffering, this is just what's going to happen to me again, you're the victim of it, then it'll keep happening to you. Once you're not the victim of it, you're like, yep, created that, then you can create something else. I believe in the power of the living God, and I believe that I can create my reality, and I believe that I can let go of all those triggers and traumas, and I believe that you can do it too. But first you must look at them. Stop looking at the hive mind. Stop looking at the political leaders for your, tell me what to do. Stop listening to your favorite preacher, reading your favorite book. Look within. What is authentic to you? You cannot find that through another person. The power of the living God is not out there. It's in here. Nobody knows you but you. And every time you fake and phony and run and chase, you're running away from your authentic self. You're running away from that beautiful, preferred reality that you really want to be living. I believe in the power of the living God. And I believe the power of the living God is in the trees and in the air and in the people that walk into my life and the people that leave my life. In the water and in the food. The power of the living God is everywhere at all times. And I create that version of what it manifests in my life based on my belief, based on my focus, based on where I put my intention, based on where I let my God and the Creator God in me know that I want out of life. If I want peace, I have to give myself peace. If I want to not be in constant stress and turmoil, I have to be my authentic self. I believe in the power of the living God, and I know that I can be my authentic self and not fear or worry about the repercussions of the lady at the store, or the pastor, or your boss, or the teacher, or your handler, which is sometimes known as your spouse. You are the only one that can be assertive enough to be authentically you. Say, that is not what I prefer. And most all of my life, found out what I do like by finding out what I don't like. In order to find out who your authentic self is, yes, you experience things. Just like with food. I mean, if you only ate one type of food, you wouldn't know what you like, right? But I'm sure you've ate a lot of things you didn't really like. That's life. We are in New Earth. This quantum feedback is stronger than ever. What you put out, you're getting back. If you're standing out there protesting and saying, this bad thing happened to me and I got no choice, you are a victim to the world's choices on you. Instead of saying, yeah, I'm in a reality where I chose that to be in my reality. I trust myself. I trust what I draw into my reality. I trust what I repel. I trust what Spirit removes from my life and what Spirit brings into my life because I trust myself. And when I go dark, depression, triggers, feeling sorry for myself, judging myself, and can't see that, Spirit leaves me crumbs to get back out of it and to remember again that I'm choosing that. Whether I choose to lay on the bed in a ball and cry because of what has happened to me or what my life is, or whether I get up and find the better thought, find the better thought, find the better thought over and over and over for the rest of your life. That's it. Look around at beautiful things. Find that beauty within. It doesn't have to be something grand and fabulous in the world's standards. It's something that you find beautiful, something that you find just totally awesome and makes you feel good and keep reaching for that and reaching for that and reaching for that, as long as it doesn't infringe on other people's rights. I believe in the power of the living God. Do not let that energy into me every day. And I call in all available angels, Mother God and Father God today. And Brother Jesus and the great Goddess. It is my intention to have permanent joy and permanent peace and be in the timeline that is just wondrous for me. And I know that in order to do that, I must be my authentic self. I must let go of trying to control the reality of other people and focus on myself. Focus on my next joy, my next peace, and stop busybodying myself with what other people in my life are doing. And that is separate than what I'm doing to call out the demons of the darkness. So don't you get me wrong. That is God following my joy to expose the darkness is my excitement for that day. I don't do it because I'm like, oh, this is a negative thing and it's bad. I do it because I enjoy it, because I enjoy what Spirit shows me. It is the power of the living God to create the highest and best version of reality for all. But it is my highest excitement that I'm following. And that's what you do. Breadcrumbs. Each new highest exciting. If it feels exciting to you, do it. That's how your higher self's telling you you're on your path. Okay, well, so it might not turn out. You might not get the apartment you want. You might not get the job you want. The love, the life, the whatever you think you want your life to be, or whatever it is that you're excited. Even if it's like, oh, I'm excited right now. I'm gonna go to the store and get some whatever. I head out the door and I get another intuition to go another direction. So you head a direction, but you stay in the radical now. You feel into the now, and it's like, oh, well, no, this doesn't necessarily feel good. And if you have a tower moment at what you're reaching for, then that doesn't mean you shouldn't have done it, because other things that come from it are going to be in alignment with your mission, with the energy you put out that you want your life to be, what you want to create. It may, yes, sometimes lead to tower moments, but then that leads to the bigger picture of what you want your life to be. And we are creating reality as a collective, yes, but we're also, and mainly and most important, we are birthing into a new reality as individual divine sovereign beings, based on our thoughts, our beliefs, where we choose to put our focus every day. who we choose to have around us in our energy. Whether we be ourselves, whether we're like the Carolyn Miss archetype of where we're prostituting ourselves. Where are you doing something you don't want to do so that you get approval? Or so that someone likes you, and that someone could be society, it could be your doctor, it could be your preacher, it could be your lover, it could be your spouse, it could be your family, your adult children. If you're seeking their approval instead of following your own preference and your own authenticity. And that's where we're at right now. Individual birthing to realities and timelines and dimensions based on what we individually believe and think and prefer. If you believe everything's bad and all this sickness and things are getting worse every day, you're going to experience that in your personal life. If you don't believe that, buy into that, focus on that, you're not going to experience that. And you can experience a reality different than the person right next to you, right? It's like you get in the car, or some of you might have radios in the house or whatever. All the radio stations are playing at once. They're right here in the spectrum, right, in the air. Right? You tune into the rock station, and then you tune into the country station, but you don't tune into them both at the same time on the same receiver. Right? Each radio station's a different frequency and a different reality. And that's how you create reality. And you can instantly shift. And like all the Abraham Hicks channel stuff over the years, over and over, it's like 17 seconds. You get a thought and you're like feeling sorry for yourself, or you got something down. You have like 17 seconds before you're like, or the snowball that's going down the hill that just keeps gathering. You can change it. Find the better thought. Find the better thought. Find the better thought. So that's the message that the Spirit wants to tell you today. So I believe in the power of the living God, and I will strive to. Oh my God, don't strive to. Do it. I will be my authentic self no matter who doesn't like me, no matter who doesn't approve of me, no matter who gets mad at me or has some sort of an issue with me. I will be my authentic self. No matter what situation, no matter who, no matter why, I will be my authentic self. And I believe in the power of the living God that you, too, can be your authentic self every single moment of every day. God bless you. God has blessed you. And so it is. Amen.